Good morning. My charity shop find the green woolen blanket is done. It's no longer a blanket, it's now a beautiful coat. Oh my goodness, this was quite a challenge, but I absolutely love it. Remember my first video where I showed you my blanket, then I showed you how I cut the jean, the denim to do that part, the cuffs, the beautiful pockets. Well, I finished all of that. But I ran into a little bit of a challenge again. Remember creative sewing. You need to keep going until you feel you're done. So I ran into a couple of challenges. First of all, there are these huge, big, yellow marks on the blanket. And I thought, it wasn't as bad, but after I finished it, I saw, no, that does not look good. So what to do? What can it be? What can make big yellow marks? Bori, that's what I think. Curry, turmeric. So I boiled some water, add half a packet of turmeric in the boiling water, threw it in a bucket, fill it up with lukewarm water because I'm sure this is wool. And I couldn't cook it or anything, put this in boiling water because wool will just, make like, what happens to wool when you put it in boiling water. I once, years ago, when husband and I was still in university, not married yet, I got some pure wool and I crocheted him this beautiful pure wool jersey. I actually knitted it. Big needles, beautiful. And what did my mum do? She washed it. And what happened after she washed it? Most probably in hot water, it shrank to this side, a little baby side. So I now know about pure wool. So I was too scared to put this in boiling water, so I put it in lukewarm water with lots of turmeric. I left it there the whole night, and this morning when I took it out, it was definitely more yellowish, creamish. I love it, but if you look very closely, you will still see the darker yellow patches. But you know what? Now even the denims do have a little bit of a yellow feeling, even a little blotchy, but that's fine. Now the whole thing looks kind of blotchy. So now it's great. I mean, just look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can see underneath I have what I will actually wear when I wear this. This is a blanket coat that you wear to a barbecue, you wear when you're on the farm, you wear it in the house when you really just feel you need something to just make you feel homey. And this is very, very nice. You can really, I'm sure it's wool because when you have it on, it's quite warm, very nice and warm. Not now because this is still wet. I could not wait for it to dry before I finished it off so that I can show you. Then another challenge I ran into, some of the pieces is very, very thin. So that happens when you buy a thrift store very old vintage thing like this blanket. You never know how it's gonna wash. Another story. Years back, my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, she's a real thrifter, but she knows her stuff. She knows the brand names and things. I don't know any of that. I don't care. I just buy what I can see become something else and whatever, whatnot. But she knows her stuff. So she bought this jersey. A beautiful jersey. She was so excited. She said the name, polo, or I don't know what, but a very good jersey. So it didn't fit my brother, so she gave it to my husband. And when we got home and I washed it, it fell apart. Literally holes like this. It was so funny. So yes, I know about the challenges of thrifting, and you never know what you're gonna get. But the awesome thing is, once again, there you can see this little piece I cut off here. So mine was I started off in the middle, and at the end when I got here, this piece was too long. So I cut it off. And then when I put it on this morning, I saw, oh, there is a very, very bad tear. It was really starting to tear, actually. And this is it's on a place that's got some tension in it. So it was not going to make it. So voila, guess what I did? I just stitched that on, added some buttons, and look how beautiful. It is better and looking more beautiful with that on. So that's another thing. Keep going. Keep adding. I actually thought about slow stitching. You know, when it really starts to fall apart, if it is going, I don't know what's going to happen when I wash it again or when I wear it. It's at this stage, it's really, really very nice. I don't think anything's going to happen, but I've got pieces left, because when I did the sides here, I thought, just take a little bit off, just make it that it's not over my hands when I wear it, when I put this on. And the one side, actually, this must have been a double bed blanket or something, because it was cut. And then there was zigzag stitches on the one side. So I thought, oh well, now I need to close it up and whatever, so I can just make it a little bit smaller. So I did it, cut a little bit off. Now it's like this. Even this morning, once again, then I sewed it real to the bottom. And from yesterday I thought perhaps I should have kept it open a little bit. I'm not sure that I really like this idea, how it falls there, because it's like this, you can see it's really just a blanket that you cut open in front, added the denim pieces. So I thought, let me see how it looks when it's not sewed all the way down. So what I did is I just cut it open again, looked at it and thought, no, you know what, it's a blanket. If it's open there, it's not going to be as nice and hot. This is really just a throw kind of thing, and I just sewed it up again. So once again, creative sewing, keep going until you are satisfied. So after I cut it, put it on, looked at it and thought, no, it's better this way, I was feeling much better. I would always have thought, should I have it open? You know, so now I know. No, this is good enough. I'm now keeping it like this. Another thing I did, remember it had this piece at the bottom that you got, always the old blankets, they had that piece sewed on. I don't know what you call that material, but that material was supposed to be black, but it was so faded. And I thought, you know, it can work. But after a while, I thought, I actually would like it a little bit shorter. So let me just cut it off. So I cut it off and I frayed it. Because look how beautiful. So there you can see my, I don't know if it's the latest turmeric or the old one, but the overall feel after my turmeric is better. And the yellow patches looks less yellow, and it actually now looks as if it's supposed to be like that. You see, that's the thing. This was broken. Now it actually looks as if it's supposed to be like that. So you just keep on going, and until you are feeling satisfied. Another thing, you can see if you look very closely, my two pockets are not at the same height. I put them on, I measured them, put them on, both of them were this low, and I stitched them on, and then I thought, you know, it's just a little bit too far down. So I unpicked the one, quite a big job, put it half a block, you could see half a block up, and then I said, really, I'm not going to change the other one. You can really barely see it. Nobody is going to see it. I'm just going to leave it like that. You know, another little unique thing on my blanket. So what do you think? I love the color. I love the denim. I actually thought of putting more, because of that, put more buttons here. I'm still not sure, but because of those two, I kind of like it like that. It looked fine, okay. I put the others there, what looked and thought, I'm not sure. But after I put those two there, it kind of, as I always say, call one another. So what's the moral of my story? If I can, you can. Don't overthink, just do it. I found where did I get this idea? Is I went on Pinterest after I bought my very old blanket. I thought, what about making a jacket? Then I went on Pinterest, put in jacket from blanket or whatever. I got lots of photos, and something like this just caught my eye. Used a denim, a denim jean, and I had one, and voila, it was fun. This was really, really fun to create, and it's something different. You know, I love something different. I love the denim. Really do. Look at the beautiful cuffs and the beautiful pockets. So very easy. As I said, easy but challenging. But once again, keep going. Really just keep going. Now my dogs are wanting to both get into the basket. Let me show you where they are. There they are. Charlie Chaplin is lying there. Bella Blops is now trying to get in as well. in the sun, and she will actually force him out. Oh, well. Well, thank you that I can share my journey with you. This is it. My whole story always is, if I can, you can. All you have to do is just start creating. And now I saved a blanket and I made something unique. What can be nicer? So once again, this is one of those things that the joy, it just keeps giving. First of all, the joy of seeing it in the charity shop, realizing it was only $1, and then coming home very happy with my find, then looking at Pinterest excitedly, what can I do, found this idea, and then created my own. This is what I call magic. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab?